We just got a letter. That guy's famous on TikTok.
Yeah, because he's wholesome and wonderful.
Yeah.
The OG.
He just aged
Steve.
out. There was so many.
Yeah, he went to school.
Come on, Steve. We're spitting on bugs.
In the context of the show.
Yeah, no, he aged out, and everyone was like, he became an alcoholic. He did this, and it was just like,
It's like,
no,
he
he
just
got
got
too old,
That's all.
which is crazy.
You either
Just
be
came back and every
the hero or become the alcoholic.
There we go.
And I've always said that.
And that's show business.
And that's showbiz, baby.
Those are the clues that Blue was trying to give Steve the whole time.
Said he was an alcoholic.
Steve, you have a problem. Sit down in the big red chair.
Alcohol.
Oh no! Oh no! What was their baby? The salt and pepper.
Paprika.
Paprika. Oh my goodness gracious.
What a cute little guy.
I just had one of those moments where you're just like a memory from the back of your brain, just like
memory all alone in the moonlight.
Apparently, Salt and Pepper have like 4 other kids now.
Oh my gosh!
Nutmeg and cinnamon, and I don't remember.
The whole spice
Hannah,
cabinet.
that is a fact that I want to know
Facts
before the end of this episode.
with
Give
Hannah.
me all of the spice characters
There
from
we go.
Blue's Clues. I'm going to be tattooed on my
That
leg.
would be a very cute little tattoo of a little.
For a family?
Oh my god!
All right, okay.
Should we get a salt and pepper shaker on us?
Just in general? Because I'm
Can
good.
you just please? Could you just understand?
I'm seasoned enough.
Nothing, in no situation do you not know exactly what I mean.
I'm certainly salty, dude.
Salt and peppered. Do you want to?
Feel the salt on your skin.
I have a salt and pepper shaker in the kitchen.
You know, I have
You can make it happen right
Hold
now.
one of those automatic pepper grinders above your head.
the ones with the light. Give you a little halo.
I'm gonna say yo halo.
Halo.
Spicy
Cameron,
halo.
Yeah,
Do we have any questions?
dude. Cam's question quandary corner. Cam's corner of questions, quizzes. Quizzical question corner. Cameron's quiz. Inquiries from Cameron. I've been in a very gamey mood, so we're gonna play another game for Cam's questions.
I love
Like
it.
a bad batch of venison. Gamey as heck.
So we're gonna do a 1 by 1. This is not like you're not chiming in for the other person's question.
Okay.
But we're gonna do Would You Rather. Just one off for each person, Hannah included.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for the love.
We have to. Yeah.
I get to be a part.
It's hard to hear her off mic, so we are
Yeah.
going to have to switch. Yeah.
We'll swap around. Okay, Michaela,
around.
you're gonna go first. Okay,
Okay.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
Would you rather
Yeah.
shave your next client regardless of what they asked
Oh,
for,
then no, that's my nightmare.
or go to a spelling bee and heckle the kids that get words wrong?
I would love to heckle a spelling bee.
Really?
100%. I'm picking
These
that.
children in the
Oh my gosh, don't
national spelling bee
I-
that
Yeah,
have worked their
First of
whole
all-
10 years of life to
First of all,
get there.
Yeah.
I would get kicked out, and I have never been kicked out. Bucket list.
No, you're Statler and Waldorf.
I would
You're up in the balcony. You never get kicked out.
willingly give a client something they did not want. That would be horrible.
So you're going to go heckle children?
You're gonna
Can
go
you
heckle
imagine
children?
someone's like, hey, I'm just like looking for like a lived-in blonde, and instead I make them bald?
Honestly, though, those kids, if you're going to heckle any kids, they're not going to say anything back to you, right? These
Sure.
aren't like the most eloquent of people in the world.
I think this is extra funny because
How do you know?
what would Michaela heckling children at a spelling bee sound like? Because that's not a strong point for you, dude.
or spelling?
Spelling.
Yeah, you wouldn't know you got it wrong. She gets
Yeah.
the ding mixed up. You're like, good job.
Wait, there's a ding if it's wrong?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. Have you never seen the spelling bee?
I have dedicated my life to the spelling bee, and you know that.
Do I know
No,
that?
I've only seen it once.
There was this one time, there's one kid that was like an absolute monster.
Do you remember when he would be like, what is it? Language of origin?
The language of origin place.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking
really
about.
nasal.
I'm heckling that dude, and he goes, and then walks off the stage.
Yeah, because he's 9.
Low
and he's
stakes.
Never done
He was
anything.
like 14.
That's not.
No.
That's not.
No, I think there's an age range, dude. Like,
There is an age range, but
you can't be a certain age.
I think the national one is like caps at
It's
like
young.
15 or something like that.
I don't know. I think it's younger than that. Hannah.
Facts with Hannah.
Facts with
That's
Hannah.
with Hannah.
What's
What
the
is
age range of the national spelling bee?
I want to know the rules of the national. I don't want to know that. Just the age range. Okay, Josh. Are you ready to play?
I'm ready.
Would you rather?
I'm ready.
Okay.
For 100 mil.
Would you rather balayage a whole head and beard with unlabeled bottles of product,
Oh my gosh.
or door-to-door sleepwalk to each house in the neighborhood asking for a sponge bath?
Well,
one of
since
those
I
is a
don't want to
crime.
end up on a list, unlabeled bottles of product, I feel like if I'm mixing it up, balayage, not bad. Foils, absolutely get lost.
Yep.
Balayage, not bad. So balayage of beard, that would be kind of cool. But
That does not work.
you
You cannot balayage a beard.
could do your best. You could try.
You could paint bleach on a beard. Not the same thing as balayage.
Point being,
We'd call it a brolayage.
brolayage. I would definitely do a brolayage before I'd choose to sleepwalk.
A palayage.
Yeah, I live so close to my brother too, so John, I would wait. John
would just
be
shoot
like,
you.
"Dude, what are you doing?"
But you'd be sleepwalking, dude.
True,
Well,
but
at
I would
least
still
John
get
would
the
do
social
something about it.
repercussions of it.
That's not the point of this. Listen, it's not, how can I get out of this?
Yeah, I know.
This is happening.
I mean, yeah, John would stop me, but no, like I don't want to get arrested.
Yeah.
You know what I
Man.
mean? I wake up to the cops, like putting me in handcuffs. That's
Maybe.
terrible.
Maybe. I think more so the shame of you walking up
Right.
to your neighbor's house in the middle of the night.
Just shirtless.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
I'm not presuming anything about what
a
you wear to bed.
nightmare.
Fair enough. I don't wear a shirt to bed. That's for darn
That's
sure.
for shirt.
That's for shirt. It's actually for not shirt.
Get out. Get out. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to Hannah.
All right.
Hannah,
Hi.
are you ready to play? Would you rather?
So ready.
I really don't know which one you're going to choose.
Oh
Oh
boy.
no. This is stressing me out.
Actually, maybe I do. Okay, so, Hannah, would you rather your hair be 6 foot long, unchangeable dreads for 5 years?
Okay.
Or, well, you didn't react very much on that first one, so I think you're going to choose that. Or teach a detailed class on serial killers to first graders.
Oh no. Well, obviously the first one.
Oh, okay.
When you first started talking about serial killers, I was like, I used to teach forensics. That would be fun.
That's
But
where
to
it
first
came
graders,
from
absolutely
in my
not.
head.
Also, we've talked about it where I was like, I kind of want to have dreads. And you're like, no.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because you're
Maybe
white.
this is just confirmation.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. But I would for sure take that over teaching first graders about serial killers and
Okay.
scarring them
Also,
for life.
6 foot dreads wouldn't even be a problem for you because they
Because
wouldn't
they
reach
would
the
just-
ground.
Well, they would.
They would scrape a little bit.
So, what's then the grade where you would teach that really detailed class? Like the minimum grade? Like
A
fourth
detailed class?
grade? Yeah.
College.
Really?
Yes.
That makes sense. I mean,
I don't
you're a
want to
teacher.
scar any children.
Like not even a high schooler?
No.
So I feel like I started learning about those, like the real world, quote unquote, in like
Yeah.
9th grade, right?
But that's also like, you're doing that on your own. Not having somebody.
No, I mean in school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, we started learning about what the Trail of Tears was actually like and like
yes.
all of these terrible things in
Yes.
history.
Yeah.
So
Here's
don't
the
know.
thing. That's like history, and that's something that like
Yeah.
you should know history.
Mm.
You don't need to know gruesome details about a serial killer.
that's fair.
Jeffrey
As
Dahmer
a-
is history. It happened before.
Yep. I just don't want to.
Wasn't your forensics class like a senior class?
It was like upperclassmen.
Yeah.
But we also didn't we talked about stuff, but we didn't go into like crazy detail. A lot of those kids were into that stuff though, so they like went out. They watched documentaries and stuff that I won't even watch.
Yeah.
The true crime girlies.
I mean, good for you if that's what you want, but
Good for you.
I would like to sleep at night. So.
All right. Well, that's my would you rather for the evening.
There we go.
Yay! Thanks, Cam. That was fun. Thanks for
Fun
including
times.
me.
So that was Kev's question corner of quandaries and a constant questions. Quinceañera.
Okay,
Spell that.
No.
Can I have the language of origin,
I
please?
can't spell anything. And here's why I'm going to tell you right now.
I was going to say.
AQI. I know that. Or sorry.
Yep. Go ahead and heckle those children.
Yeah. No,
You can't spell prestidigitation.
I
moron.
can often read it off the movie in my brain, but it doesn't come out of my mouth correctly.
Right.
So AQI was definitely supposed to be QUI. Like I know that's how you would start quinceañera, right?
Oh, we were talking about the
no.
word anything.
Oh, what did
I said
Seriously?
A-N-Y because you said I can't spell anything.
That's probably why you said AQY because he said
yes, because
A-N-Y.
you said A, yeah.
Yeah,
But we've talked about this.
that's hilarious.
I have dyslexia,
Yep.
and it affects my life much more than I thought.
Yeah, because you write a lot.
I do write a lot, and also there's other things that it affects. Actually, I really want to know this. Facts with Hannah. What are the other things that dyslexia affects beyond reading? Because I know them to a certain extent, but now I think sometimes when I know something for a long time, sometimes parts of it I think my brain adds.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like,
That's a fact.
and this is
I'm not convinced I know how to read. I've just
memorized.
memorized a lot of words.
Yeah, no, really. I know you're quoting New Girl, but
Yes, I am.
also. Should we go to our first story?
Do it.
Let's
Let's
do
do
it.
it.
I had a client who, after 2 years of complaining about the previous haircut, I politely told her that maybe I wasn't the stylist for her and gave her a referral. She harassed me for 6 months after that.
Jeez.
How?
That's a great
Instagram,
question.
Texting.
I can't. This looks like Dolores turns bow LOL. I can't tell what this is, but this is a commenter as well. But this was another one that we could potentially follow up on.
Yeah.
Because I did say what happened or whatever I
Yeah,
said.
sure.
So
We can do a
Can I
whole
see it?
follow-up
you
episode in the
can see
future.
it. Yeah, we could do a follow-up episode if
Yeah, that's crazy.
Have you ever handed something to somebody before?
no.
Yeah, no, I've never had an ex-client. I've never really had to fire too many clients.
We've talked about this.
Yeah.
I have had people. What is the?
I think it's probably Dolores Turnbow LOL.
Okay.
Turnbow.
Yep.
Maybe her
Turnbow.
last name.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, Dolores.
2 years of complaining about the previous haircut?
Yeah.
That's not the previous haircut,
That's
dude.
just like the previous haircut before the appointment. Like every
Sure.
time she would complain about that.
I'm also curious to know, like, how often she came in,
That's my question.
right? Because if you're getting a 6-month, touch-up, right?
Probably
Your own-
anywhere from 3 to 5 months. Is
Sure.
like the
So,
general
like,
rule.
if 2 years for us is like, 16 haircuts.
My point is
Yeah.
like, okay, she got a bad haircut once. She sees her again in 6 months and complains about the bad haircut from 6 months prior.
Yeah.
Right.
And then another 6 months
then
go
another
by
happened,
and she
yeah.
complains about the one from a year before. Like, is that what's happening?
I think
Or
it's just
is
the
she-
previous,
Yes.
each time the previous one.
Or is that the one?
right,
Yeah.
sure.
That's what I want.
Or she just hated the first one so much she keeps bringing it up.
Oh, you
That would
remember
be
that
crazy.
time that you just messed me up? I can absolutely see
Yeah.
a catty person
Yeah,
being
yeah.
I've
like
had
that.
a couple clients, ones that I should have fired like that, but didn't.
Sure.
And often it's people who wear their hair very short or have like a pixie or something
Hey.
like that. And you're bald. That's different.
Sure.
very
and they
short.
I'm like, okay, they're like, it's so thick all the time. And I'm like, okay, texturizing,
Same.
texturizing a pixie is not like it, you just go shorter with a pixie. You can texturize a pixie, but then it just becomes frizzy. Like there's not a lot like that should be texturized on a short haircut. It's just not the way to cut a short haircut. So the only way is to go shorter. And then they'd be like, you went too short last time. I'm like, that is what you want, but you can't stand the sight of it for some reason. And there was one particular woman who her husband didn't like me. Her husband left me. And then she stayed with me for like a year, and she just was so negative and complained, and I just could never make her happy. And it was generally how she like went through her whole life. Like, it wasn't just about me, but
Lame.
like one time, I remember this so specifically for some reason, where we were talking about how I will like make sure that I'm very hydrated before I get blood work, because I
Yes.
don't want dehydration to skew the numbers.
Right.
I mean, obviously, I'm not going to say what she had, but I have chronic kidney disease, so that's very important. And I was like, well, this is something that I do. And she's like, well, I'm not going to, what did she say? I'm not going to try to cook the numbers up and fake something. And she was just like that with everything. And I was like, no, I just meant, and I didn't explain at the time. I was like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
No,
I just
an
went-
all else being equal. You're not faking anything.
Yeah, I was like, no,
Right.
I'm just like making sure none of this
Right.
is because of
wild.
dehydration. She
so
was just
stupid,
mean
man.
and mean and mean, and
Yeah.
then she just never came back.
Where does that critical lens come from for somebody to see their whole world in that sort of negative light, dude?
Yeah, I don't
Nah,
know.
get out of here, man.
They've
That's
never
not
had
the vibe.
that kind of person has never had any control in their life,
Yeah, maybe.
and they're like desperate for it.
Yeah.
I think.
There's probably
There's
lots
a
of
million
reasons.
examples.
be.
Yeah, but she was definitely like, her husband
That's
was
so sad.
Was her name
mean.
Nellie? Was her name Nellie? That could have been because negative Nellies.
You mean negative Nancy?
I've always said Nellie, so how dare you correct
Okay.
me?
But yeah, they were both just. He was the guy, and I don't care about calling this out. He was the guy that was. I was like, hey, just so you know, I'm finally getting a transplant, and he was like, well, who's gonna cut my hair? And I was
Right.
like, somebody, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not sending you.
I'm getting
anywhere.
life-saving surgery.
Yeah,
Let me ask you this. Was he very successful?
I have no idea. I never
okay.
asked him because he was rude.
Because I've met that couple before. Not that
Yes,
couple,
no, I know
obviously,
what you mean.
but it's like super duper successful dude that's very particular, and wife that doesn't work and has
No.
nothing in her life and no friends.
They weren't. No,
Really?
no. Listen,
That surprises me.
That's a mid range of success. You get like super successful people to a certain extent, and they are really nice to their service workers. They might not be nice to maybe their employees or their coworkers, but they are very nice to their service workers.
Tell that to James Corden.
I won't have the opportunity.
He's not nice to anyone, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so often that's what I've often run into is this is like mid-range. They're probably like very wealthy, but they aren't as successful as they want to be in their head, so they'll just be ruthlessly rude.
There's a whole TikTok guy, I can't remember his name.
Oh yes, the wealthy versus
Where-
the very
yeah,
wealthy.
yeah, exactly.
It's so stupid because it's
I like some
true
of his stuff.
for the most part, but it's the same formula
It
over
is.
and over
It is
and over again.
definitely the same formula.
Which I guess
someone broke
is-
it down once,
Yeah.
literally to him, and was like, "So it seems like this just comes down to appreciation versus
Yes.
entitlement."
Yeah.
That's essentially what the whole thing is.
And I
But
think,
some
like,
of his stuff is entertaining.
It's an overgeneralization. It's
Sure.
not just a generalization, it's an overgeneralization.
Sure.
But yeah, people who aren't grateful for any of their success, regardless of what level we measure it on, will definitely be really rude to service workers.
So sad, dude.
Yeah.
What a terrible way to live your life.
I know.
For sure.
Imagine like just being
Don't
able to
worry.
buy as many groceries as you want to, and then also being really rude to someone who made your coffee.
Right.
Like I can't really reconcile.
Imagine
those.
being able to buy the coffee shop,
Yeah.
and you're
Imagine
still
being like
mean.
having a car that you can just take into the mechanic and not worry about how much it's
Yeah,
gonna be.
yeah.
And then
Don't even give me the
being
bill. Here's
a
my card.
jerk to your waitress. Like, what are we doing?
How about our next story? We got another one?
Let's do it. I had a client who got mad at me for asking if we could push her appointment back by a few hours, seeing as I had just witnessed a shooting and my car was currently stuck at the crime scene. I didn't cancel, I just needed a few hours, and she was upset because it was her only day off, and she didn't want to spend the entire day waiting for me. Now I'm double traumatized. Thanks, lady.
Jeez. I wonder how successful that lady was.
That is a thing that I think a lot of us as stylists and as barbers, I'm sure, have been like, hey, this, and I think so I will say this story. This happened to me one time, and I really regretted it in the moment because I just didn't click out of business and into human.
Sure.
And someone was coming to me and their mom had passed away, and they were wondering if they could just return the shampoo they had bought for her. And it was a few months old, it was probably quite used, or it was. And I was like, yeah, like maybe I can give you like 50% back or something like that. And then this is what I'm saying to this person. Yeah. As they, and I had said, I'm so sorry, like that's terrible. I was like, yeah, maybe I can give you 50% back. And then it was like 2 hours later, I left the interaction. I immediately messaged them and I was like, I apologize. I am so sorry. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. I will take it back at any, I will fully refund you. Yeah. And it was probably 2 months. It wasn't like long enough for me to be like, well, how much of it is used? And also, right. It was not a ton of time.
Yeah, it's just like,
I just didn't.
I can eat this one a little bit.
Yeah, I just was clicking.
Donate shampoo.
It just, for whatever reason, and of course I profusely apologized, and then like in person I apologized as well. But for whatever reason, it just like clicked me into business mode, and I was like, well, how much money can I make on this? Right. To a certain extent. So I was really horrified by my own reaction, and it just
it happens.
Listen, people make their first reactions, right? Especially in a high pressure thing like that.
Yeah.
Because did that interaction happen face to face?
It did, yeah.
Yeah, so face to face, you're immediately like, perhaps I'm projecting, but immediately it's like, oh shoot, I'm on the spot. Yeah. Brain immediately tell me what I'm supposed to do, okay, and then I'm saying the thing that I'm supposed to do.
Yes.
You're like in a mini fight or flight.
Yeah, that is not, I propose, that is not the real you. The real you is the one that you decide to be.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So then you apologizing and being like, hang on, I'm out of that stressful environment. I'm really sorry. That was really bad. And I don't know why that I responded that way. Everything that you said, right? Mm-hmm. That is the real interaction.
Yeah,
it's like a reflex versus a decision.
It was very much a reflex. Yeah, it was total like, oh, how do I? You've
had that conversation 400 times.
Yeah, I also don't like. We can't like take returns of open product.
Right.
Like that's not something that we do. Like at all. We also
can't,
don't.
I don't know if you know. We can't really sell.
Yeah.
This is lightly used shampoo.
Yeah, you just like take it back. Like I have had people be like, "I'm just not going to use it. I know you use it. Would you like it?" And I say, "Yeah, I'll take it back." But I take it home.
Right.
I don't take it. I don't use it on my clients.
Use it to give.
Sometimes I will say, if you don't like this, I will buy it back off you.
Sure.
Because also, I've never done that. I've never had to because I know I have a lot of product knowledge. Your cat's freaking out.
Yeah, he's got the zoomies.
I love it.
But yeah, I have a lot of product knowledge. So when I do say that, like, I will buy this back off you, it's typically to be like, this is how much I like that. Should we do our facts with Hannah? It's time for Facts with Hannah. Hello, Hannah.
Hello.
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 How are you?
I'm so sleepy.
You sleepy girl?
I'm very sleepy. That sounds like something I would say to Roman.
I don't know. It's a reflex.
Yep. I get it.
Yeah. Chill with those reflexes, Michaela. Jeez.
I also say it to Cameron. I was like, sleepy boy? He loves it. He's not on mic, so he cannot protest.
He just shrugged. That's all.
All right. Mm-hmm. What are our facts there, Han?
Okay. We're talking about the Spice characters from Blue's
Clues. Oh, yeah.
I'm
Give me
Okay.
the Spice
ready.
Girls.
So obviously, Mr. Salt, Mrs. Pepper.
Yeah.
Right.
Mrs. Pepper?
Mm.
Pepper feels like a boy to me. Salt's a girl.
Oh, for sure. When I was a kid, I thought they
Really?
were reversed.
Yeah.
But it is Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper.
Does Salt being a girl make sense in your brain?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because women are salty. Keep going.
Seems like Joshua wants to die tonight.
It's an odd thing to say to two women.
Mm.
Children.
Okay.
Sorry. Children.
Yeah.
The
Children.
one that we all remember is
Paprika. Yeah.
But we have cinnamon, sage, and ginger.
I knew a
Has
real
Sage?
world person named Sage. When
Can
was,
I ask a
I have a
question?
cousin that's named Sage.
There we go.
Are they biracial?
Yeah.
Pepper's black, Michaela.
Pepper's black and Salt is white. And then they have mixed babies.
Yep.
That's so cute. And
Isn't
I
it?
didn't think about it, but for whatever reason,
Come on, Michaela.
that made me think they're biracial.
Get it together.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, well, that's
There it
adorable.
is.
What's
It's
our
so
next
cute.
fact?
Hold on, we're not done.
I'm sorry.
There's other spice characters.
Oh my gosh.
There's
Sporty Spice.
Auntie Nutmeg
Can that be my name?
and
No.
Grandma. I saved the best one for last. Grandma Cayenne.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Spicy
She's
G-Moms.
spicy.
I love that.
Just think of it like a little spicy old lady
Fantastic.
who's just a
Yeah.
little,
Yeah.
just
A
a
little
little bit
Spitfire?
angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to, do you
Not
remember
angry, but,
friggin'
you
when
know.
Steve came back on the internet and made a bunch of millennials cry
Yeah.
Yeah.
by just being like, and you guys went through some stuff and it was hard. We're like, yeah, it was, Steve.
Yeah.
It was.
Anytime
It was
anyone's
really
nice
hard.
to me, I cry.
Wow.
I'm crying right now.
Yeah, she is. I can attest. Tears.
There it is.
I'm just
The
kidding.
National Spelling Bee
Oh yes.
Here we go.
is typically for 8 to 14-year-olds.
Okay.
That's
Um,
a very wide range.
Yeah.
I remember my guy with the nasal problem being like somewhat older, but
I
No.
don't remember.
Once
definitely-
you hit your 15th birthday
right.
or
you're aged
pass
out.
beyond 8th grade.
Well, I mean, like he was
You
like
have
13
aged
or
out.
14 is what I remember, but
And then our last fact, dyslexia.
Oh yes. The affliction
Um,
of the brain.
what?
The affliction of the brain.
Oh, I thought you said infection of the brain, and I was like, if you have an infection in your brain, that's real bad.
Yeah,
You
real
gotta go
bad.
get that checked
Blood
out.
infection.
thank you, transatlantic.
Yikes.
Oh my goodness, words. Transatlantic doctor. It was less funny now. It's
Yeah.
okay.
It wasn't funny in the beginning.
It kind of was. 'Cause
Hey,
you were
babe.
doing.
Hey, Burn. All right, you go.
Anyways,
Yeah.
dyslexia obviously affects your writing and your spelling. But about 60% of people
That is such a small
Just
amount of
a
people,
handful.
honestly.
with dyslexia also have difficulties with math, like memorizing math facts and understanding word problems and confusing symbols and vocab and all that stuff.
There we go.
Struggle with foreign languages and listening and speaking. It says people with dyslexia. Wow. People with dyslexia may have trouble processing and organizing spoken language, which can affect their ability to express themselves clearly and understand what others are saying.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah.
There you go.
60% of people with dyslexia? That's
Mhm.
a large percentage.
Yeah.
Yes, I can, because I see, here's the thing that I always tell people that's very confusing for me, is I think almost completely in picture. So then what I feel like happens is I have to translate it and then get it to come out of my mouth properly.
Yeah.
And that is super difficult. And whenever I say it, I think this is probably everyone. This is probably normal.
Mm-hmm.
But why is it so hard for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that I've struggled with that too, though, which my dad is dyslexic. So maybe I also am. Is
I don't know if it's
dyslexia
I don't
genetic?
think it's hereditary.
I don't think it's
But I
genetic.
don't know
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
want to see.
I mean,
Bonus
I'm sure
fact.
there's lots of things are genetic or hereditary, but
You know, what blew my mind was when you were like, someone was like, "Oh yeah, can you like imagine like a 3D apple in your head?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course."
I can imagine whatever you ask.
Right. Yeah,
It
and then,
is genetic.
oh, there we go.
Yeah, so often like consonants, I don't have a problem with, but
Antarctica,
no.
Asia.
I don't have.
You have a
with
problem with the
consonants.
other continents, Michaela?
Can I? I'm about to have a problem with you.
Let's go. Let's throw it down.
I think it's already there. We're already at that level.
I have a problem when multiple vowels are in a row, or when consonants are in between vowels. Pretty
Dude,
much.
So
words.
so
The
words?
only way
No.
that I know how to spell banana is the song.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
So the word probably is a really good example. For me, probably sounds like it has 3 B's in it.
Probably.
Okay, so when I spell out words, when I spell out probably, I go probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. I do
That's
that.
what I
'Cause
say
it's
in my
blee
brain
that
as
you're tripping up.
write it.
There it is.
I mean, that's phonics.
Is it
hooked.
phonics?
Yeah.
I'm
I
hooked
always
on
thought I
phonics.
never learned phonics, but maybe
I
I
don't
did.
remember
I
if
don't
I
know.
did.
I'm
I
hooked
think
on
that's-
phonics.
It's
That's
so
what it is.
you're so young when you learn
The OG
phonics.
drug. if
It's
you think
like
about
first grade, first and second grade that you learn phonics.
Really? I don't know. I don't remember. But
it.
yeah,
I used to
that's
get the
how they-
word phonics and phoenix mixed up. I can't talk
There
either.
should be
What's
a
going
phonics
on?
phoenix.
Phonics Phoenix? Like a village within the city of Phoenix called Phonics?
No.
No, the
It's the
symbol.
mascot for
Yeah.
phonics.
Oh, the
is a
Phonics Phoenix. Oh, like the bird. I was talking about the city in Arizona.
But yeah, so when do you know what I mean when it's like repeating consonants between
Yes.
a vowel? Those are hard for me, and I can't. It sounds like 3 B's. Like it always sounds like more, or like problem, or album, or I always do
Yeah.
album.
Ablum.
I just want to add, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I also like can't say like, oh, it's very severe. I have no idea. I just know that like reading maps, math, like all of the things that are like what I feel like what normal people can do,
Yeah.
I have a lot of trouble with them.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Could be.
And by normal, I mean probably like neuro-traditional. What is it called?
Neurotypical.
Neurotypical.
Neuro-traditional.
They probably like
No,
don't
that's a
have
that's a
as
type
much
of
trouble.
tattoo
Neurotraditional.
style. Neuro-traditional.
They probably don't have a lot. Like I will like talk to someone like
Yeah.
Amelia, and she'll be like, "I don't understand what you mean." And
When I heard that there are some people that don't have an internal monologue, I still kind of don't believe it.
yeah,
Because
I
it's
am-
wild to me.
I
I
have
guess
been-
I'm unsure of what an internal monologue is.
so you probably
just
don't
hear
have
a
one.
voice in your head.
You hear a voice in your head.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Yeah,
you do.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Most people don't know that they do it until like you call it out.
That's
and then
fair.
some people don't know that they don't have it until you call it out because they're just like you just think how you think.
Right.
Yeah. How do people think if they don't have an internal monologue? That's the
you
only
should
way
ask
that
our
I think.
sister-in-law Kit.
She doesn't have an internal monologue?
She can't picture anything.
Her head must be
she's-
so quiet.
I don't know if it is.
But if you don't have
I
a
was gonna say.
here's where I feel
It's
confused.
very confusing.
If you
Yeah, I
don't have a voice in
understand.
your head,
What's in there?
what's happening?
What's going on up there?
She can't picture
It's
things
just
either.
empty. That's it.
Dude,
I don't get it.
I pictured too many things. That's my problem.
If someone says, I saw a cat the other day, I'm picturing them with a cat on the street.
Yeah.
Like it's just immediate. I'm
Sure.
assuming that's
It's-
how most people think.
That is
I would see that. But I also think everybody's brains work differently.
At
Like,
least
it's-
a little differently, yeah.
they look actually pretty similar, but
Sometimes. But everybody's brain it just works a little bit different.
just works a little bit
Yeah.
differently.
I think
okay.
too,
Did you
like,
know?
ADHD.
We're just
and,
here self-diagnosing everybody.
just different.
Yeah, we're out here.
That's what we're doing.
There's all
is-
those things. It's just like a difference in your brain, and we've also created a world for a very neurotypical person to operate through. And like you should know how to file this thing, and you should know how to say these words properly. You should know how to do all A, B, and C. And actually, in multiple like cultures is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Sorry. In different cultures, old cultures, people that are now diagnosed ADHD and dyslexic were like people thought they were descendants of fairies or stolen by fairies and brought back because essentially they were like they had a world in their own head, and they were like hid in the clouds. I don't remember where I heard that, so I don't know if we should 100% believe it.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
There we go.
But yeah, they
were
called them
captured
like
by fairies.
like essentially they were like like fairy folk.
Wow.
Probably in Norway.
How do you
or
feel
something.
about that?
Well,
You're a
fairies
fairy.
I've always
actually.
believed that.
You're a fairy?
Yeah.
Is that why you're so small?
Fae and all
That's why
that
I'm
is
so good,
actually
though.
Celtic. A lot
Okay.
of Celtic folklore is
No,
fairies
we're
and stuff.
all Celtic.
No.
And we are all of the Celts. No, we're not.
Kilts. We're Irish. That's
A little.
a little.
But yeah, so that's because they were like so head in the cloudsy, because they just like create their own. But now we have a world that's like very like be here by this time, and this is where like before lots of things were like determined by seasonal things.
Listen,
and like the weather.
I
and
was
light
reading the Bible, as one does,
as one does.
and I was reading about Mary and Elizabeth, and they were both pregnant and just hung out for 2 months
Is that
together.
how long it was?
I think so, if I'm remembering correctly. I was like,
That sounds great.
you're just gonna go ahead and hang out with your friend for 2 months and chill out while you're
Yeah.
pregnant?
Yeah, dude.
Wow, what a different world we live
Yeah.
in.
Very different.
That's what I say.
Well, that's what we were just talking about when you said, don't you wish they would just send us away
Yeah.
when we had our periods? And I'm like, no, it wasn't like they sent us away. Someone was taking care of us. Like,
Yeah.
sure, you weren't maybe like in certain cultures, you were like made to like stay in a certain area, depending on the culture. But like, really, it was like you needed to like stay comfortable
Go
and like
relax somewhere.
treated well for it.
The point is, bring back asylums. I think is the point.
My gosh. Do you want to change your mind?
No, it's great. I think it's perfect. You said that's what you wanted. Take them away.
Bye.
Take care of them.
I don't want to go to an asylum.